Welcome back. Today I'm doing a 3 looks 1 palette tutorial using the new Alter Ego Goddess palette, and I'm so excited about this palette. This is a dupe to the Natasha Denona Gold palette. So this palette is only $16, super affordable. It's a gorgeous palette, but if you would like to see how to do this makeup look and 2 other looks, just keep on watching and I'm gonna go ahead and get into it. I'm just using an eyeshadow primer to prime my eyelids before I go in with my eyeshadow palette. You guys know the drill on this. I always use an eyeshadow primer. I'll link some of my favorites down below for you guys. First I'm going to be going in with this shade called Athena, and I'm just going to be blending that in my crease. Then I'm going in with Gaia. I think that's how you pronounce it. I feel like I'm going to butcher some of these names today. And then I'm just using my Sigma E25 blending brush to apply this to like the last third kind of outer V area of my eye. I'm going to be creating a halo eyeshadow look, so I'm going in with the darker shades and just placing those first and leaving that middle part of my eyelid free of this eyeshadow because I'm going to be putting some lighter shades there eventually. So I'm just blending that there in the inner corner. Next I'm going to go in with this pointed blending brush, and I'm just blending in between those 2 shades, connecting them but still leaving the center of my lid free from that color. And then I'm going back with some more of Athena and just blending the edges of that, just making sure that it looks a little bit more seamless and blended. And then I'm just going to be using my Tarte Shape Tape to shape out where I want to put the halo part of like the eyeshadow, like the center part. I just like to kind of make this really clean and defined, and also putting the concealer down will help to make the lighter eyeshadows really pop against the darker shadow. I don't know, it just makes everything look a little bit more just professional and just a little bit more dramatic with a halo eyeshadow look. And then I'm going to go in with Cassandra and I'm just going to blend that shade on the edge of where the dark greenish blue meets with the concealer to, you know, kind of fade that so it's not such a harsh line. Then for the center color, I'm going to use Valkyrie, and I'm just getting that on an eyeshadow brush and misting it with a makeup setting spray. That's just going to make this shadow more intense because by itself it's not super opaque unless you use your finger to apply it, which I do go in and use my finger to just intensify it that much more. And then I'm going to go back with my brush with some more of that shade on there and kind of make sure that the top of that halo part is really defined and all of that concealer is covered up. I'm going to be using the shade Avalon and that small precise blending brush, the E45, I think that's what it is, from Sigma, and I'm just blending that at the top of the crease just to create like a little bit of definition. And then I'm going back with Athena and then just blending that out. For my inner corner highlight, I'm just going to be using this Essence Pure Nude highlight in, was it Cosmo Lighter, I think. And then I'm going to go back with some more of that dark brown and just blend that on my lower lash line just because I wanted to create some contrast. For my waterline, I'm going to be using the NYX Slide On Glide On pencil in Glitzy Gold. I just absolutely love using this in my waterline anytime I use a gold eyeshadow. I just think it adds a pop of something different. Also, if you're curious about any of the other products I used on my face, like my blush, lip color, all that stuff will be listed and linked down below for you guys, so check that out. On to look number 2, and I think this was my favorite one that I created with this palette. I mean, I like the first one, but I don't know. I just love a good, just natural, but yet smoky kind of makeup look. It's just my favorite. So of course I'm priming my eyeshadow again. I'm priming my eyelids again before I go in with my eyeshadow. I'm going to be using, I think the shade is Iris. I didn't catch to see what it was. Yeah, Iris. And I'm just going to be blending that shade in my crease. I'm just grabbing some of Avalon on my Morphe M506 brush, and I'm just blending that color in my outer V, last third of my eyelid, just making it look really smoky. This is my favorite brush to blend in the outer V to give it that really smoky but yet not too blown out. I don't know, I just love this brush, and I think it's perfect for doing like smokier outer V type of looks. And then I'm just going back with some more of that Iris color and just blending that out, making sure that it doesn't look harsh or anything. And then I'm just going to be using my Morphe M433 brush to just blend that out just slightly a little bit more. I got a little bit more of Avalon on the brush. Then for the lid, I'm going in with this gorgeous shade in Pandora. Now this shade is kind of like a glitter shadow, so definitely do your foundation after you do your eyeshadow with this look, because this shadow gets glitter like all over the place, as you can see. And I did go in like 3 times to build it up to that intensity, but it is a really beautiful shadow once you get it built up. You could also use it wet if you wanted to. Then I'm just going to be applying my mascara and my favorite false lashes, the Ardell Demi Wispies. And for my waterline, I'm just using the NYX Slide On Glide On pencil in Golden Olive, which is a nice olive green. Josh told me that this next look reminds him of a June bug. He said that these were June bug eyes, which it does kind of resemble a June bug. I'm going to be using the shade Juno in my crease. It's kind of similar to Iris. I think it's just slightly a little bit more warm toned. Now this shade is a little tough to work with, so I recommend just putting a little bit on the brush and slowly building up the intensity of the shadow, because it has a tendency to kind of be a little bit patchy or slightly a little bit hard to blend at first. But once you build it up and blend it out, it looks fine. It's just a little difficult to work with, and then that's why I'm going in and just kind of building it up a little bit more, just like patting it on to make it more intense. And then I'm going to go back and blend a little more with a little bit more Juno on my blending brush, just to like blend the edges. So this shade in Artemis, it's decently pigmented, but I just wanted it even more intense. So that's why I'm using a makeup setting spray with that shade. That's just always my trick with any eyeshadow. If it's not intense enough, or if I just want it to last longer or just really stay in place, I like to use a makeup setting spray with it. And then I'm just going back and blending the edges a little bit more. And I really debated on just keeping the eyeshadow look just like this. But as you will see here in a minute, I decided to take it up another notch. I'm just kind of cleaning up the edges, just making it look a little bit more defined. So for my inner corner highlight, I'm using this Wet n Wild Platinum Bar Highlighter. It's kind of like a white golden shade, sort of like Becca Rose Quartz, or not Rose Quartz, Vanilla Quartz. So yeah, I was just using that as my inner corner and brow bone highlight. I think that pairs really nice with this eyeshadow palette. And then I'm just using a little bit more of that dark teal and smudging that on the lower lash line. And then I'm using the Glitzy Gold eyeliner again, just to add a pop of something different. So you could stop right there with a look, but I decided to go in with a little bit of Valkyrie, and I'm just misting it with a makeup setting spray, and I'm just popping that color right in the center of my eyelid, and that's what really makes this look like a June bug. Kind of gives it that June bug look. So if you just wanted to do the eyeshadow without that in the center, I think it looks beautiful both ways, so it's just whatever you prefer. And then I also popped a little bit of that on the center of the lower lash line, which I think really helps to make this look. And then to finish this off, I just do some dramatic wings and then just apply my mascara and some false lashes. I did a video comparing this to the Natasha Denona Gold palette, and if you would like to see swatches of these compared to each other, and I use one palette on one eye, one on the other, if you'd be interested in that, I will have that video linked either here or here, wherever the cards are with that video. I'll have down below all the products that I used today to create these looks and also the brushes I used. I hope that you guys have a great day. Thank you so much for watching today, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye-bye.